Hey Nate, thank you so much for the opportunity to talk a little bit more about this issue, because it seems like, based on what I can see from my comment section, people aren't really aware of how this belief, poor people don't deserve to reproduce, is a eugenicist belief. So in your video, you attempt to explain that your belief is not a eugenicist belief because of the definition of eugenics, which is the study of how to arrange reproduction within a human population to increase the occurrence of heritable characteristics regarded as desirable. So just to be explicitly clear, the belief that poor people should not reproduce is a eugenicist belief because it seeks to control the reproduction of humans for some sort of moralistic end. Okay, that's eugenics. In fact, it's an example of negative eugenics, if you really want to get into it, which I'm sure you don't. So I'm pretty up on this issue because I'm a science teacher, and science ethics is one of the things that we talk about and teach at our school. And eugenics is a pseudoscience that's based on some real science. It's based on Mendelian genetics and Darwinism. But again, it's been used to justify like some very horrible policy, even here in the United States as recently as like the 1970s. But what does that have to do with you, right? What does that have to, you of course don't stand for eugenics, right? And nobody does, right? Except like white supremacists and stuff. But here's the thing about holding a belief like poor people shouldn't reproduce. That is a eugenicist belief. That is a belief that has been used by eugenicists over the years to sterilize people without their knowledge or consent, and to justify cuts to programs that actually help the poor. I want to learn more, and I'm pretty sure you don't, but this is a very good book and a very good article. And this is really the one you should read, because this explains it very, very clearly. In this article, she uses historical facts and, critical thinking to explain why your belief that poor people shouldn't reproduce is a eugenicist belief. And as I said before, like, I agree with her. I think that the belief that poor people shouldn't reproduce is a eugenicist belief. And now I'm going to be just a little bit critical of you, so if you don't want to hear that, you can swipe away. But it's upsetting to me that you're an educator and you're saying stuff like this online, because there are children who could see your video someday, right? And there are definitely parents who could see your video someday. And what you're kind of saying to them, if they are the kids at my school who are living under the poverty line, you're saying like you shouldn't exist, or I'm sorry you exist, because you deserve better, right? So that's one thing you're doing that I don't think is right. And the other thing that I think you're doing that's not right is you're not using your platform to like fix the problem at all. Like me, for example, I went to the Minnesota legislature and I testified so that we could have free school lunch for all the students in Minnesota, and now we do. So instead of like shaming people or making people feel bad or like shitting on the poor, which is such a convenient group of people to shit on, I actually did a couple things to make it a little bit better for kids. And I want to encourage you to try that as well. Or not. I mean, you do hot takes, right? That's your stuff. That's what you do. And what are hot takes if not uninformed opinions delivered with a lot of confidence and vitriol? So you keep doing what you're doing, bud. I hope you're making good money doing it. Yeah. Bye.